I'm Sophie. I grew up in Cape Town, in Constantia, and I've been back on holiday recently, and I went back to revisit all the places where I went as a child. So I spent a lot of time riding my horses on these mountains and in the vineyards. There's 3 wine farms just near our house, and I rode one of those wine farms. So I'll show you exactly. It's really good. If you go out on holiday, you don't have to go out to Franschhoek or Stellenbosch. You can just go to Constantia, and it's on the way to the beaches. It's like halfway between Cape Town and going for a swim in the sea at MUIZENBERG. So I would recommend you go on the Constantia winery. There's the church which we used to go to, Christchurch, Constantia. And there's the mountain. Yeah, look at that mountain there. Isn't that lovely? So this is the lovely drive up to GROOT Constantia, which means Great Constantia. Constantia means beautiful in Dutch. They have lovely gardens. This lovely entranceway. But we used to have horses, and I used to ride around this farm on my horses. And always like a good canter. So there's the old winery there, wine cellar. There's a new one up behind the house. Look there, you can see I would canter on that grassy stretch on the left. Isn't that lovely? There's restaurants, wine tasting. Oh my days, what's this? I think there might be wine tasting in here. Yeah, and I've got a gift shop. Look at these vineyards. You must visit GROOT Constantia. It's like the best. You don't have to go to Franschhoek or Paarl or Stellenbosch. Pretty mountain, pretty. Everywhere you look, you can see the mountain. Oops, yeah, so they would harvest these grapes in March. You might pick the green ones first. The black grapes are still on the trees. Yeah, so you used to be able to drive through there, but you can't anymore. We're going to go up this way. I remember them building this road. Actually, look there, they've gone right up the mountains. They grow different types of grapes up there on the slopes. Ooh, days. And they have, yeah, this is a traditional thing. They have a rose bush at the end of each vineyard. So firstly, I went to GROOT Constantia. This was established by the government. It was the first wine farm in 1685, and was always owned by the state. It was famous for being the wine which Napoleon drank when he was in exile. When South Africa became independent after apartheid, then it became a not-for-profit company. This is the tour bus, open-air tour bus, which I think looks quite fun actually, that red one over there. This is the bus. And there's the farm workers up there, they're getting their water. Beyond those houses you can see MUIZENBERG where I'm going for a swim. So it would be our nearest beach. Down there, that's the sea. A little bit hazy today because it's hot. And then if you go over here, where that white building is, our house is like beyond that. So it's sort of like, I don't know, maybe a mile away as the crow flies from this place. And this is the original driveway here between the oak trees. This is the driveway, and there's the house at the end. So we go down there, see what's happening. The toilets are pitch dark because there's load shedding. No electricity at the moment. So look how bright it is outside. Look at this lovely garden. All these different dahlias growing here. And also some roses in there. And on the corners they've got box. Well, similar to box. Like a yellow box. And then they've got pots. The pots are wine barrels. There you go. They use old wine barrels for the pots. And then they've got this little box walk. And then we've got these lovely dahlias. Dahlias do very well in Cape Town. don't like the hot weather. There's the view through the gates. Let's see, that's False Bay. So you can see the mountain there is on the other side. That mountain is the other side of False Bay. This is a typical sign in Cape Town. You have baboons everywhere that come down the mountain. Another mountain. So if you go around that mountain, you get to St. James, where the Tidal Pool is, Cork Bay, and then Fishhook, and then Sandstone. Go to the left around that, but you can also drive over the mountain there. And there's the front. There's Cape Dutch farmstead. There's the new wine cellar at the back. I can remember when they built that one. So we can go for wine tasting. There's a restaurant. And there's this, it's called Morning Glory, this creeper that goes over everything. This is Simon's restaurant. So down there are farm workers' cottages, down there, which were rebuilt and smartened down. And here, this is the path that led to my house. So I could go straight from my house up to this farm. And this is the track where we used to ride along here. I might walk along there and see what it's like actually. So where this house is here, it's right next to the river down there. That's where our stables were. We used to have a house near the road and had the stables at the bottom of the garden. So you can see just how close we are. We're right next to these vineyards. And I just spoke to someone who said you can't go through onto that road. That's Klein Constantia Road. So, but there you are. At least I've got my bearings. This is a Cape Dutch house. This one here, you can see that the flat corrugated iron roof. And that was like a farm worker's cottage all tarted up. Then our house was rebuilt there. There's the mountain. You can walk up that mountain. And then this mountain, you can walk up here through to Kai Forest, up that one. And then you can, if you're riding, you can go up there in the neck between these two mountains here. But you can definitely be right up to the top of those vineyards there. And there's gum trees planted up there. There's a fire break. So here I am at Constantia, where I used to go riding my horse every single day. And there in the background, that big white blob there behind me, that's where our stables used to be. So not much has changed. I haven't been here for 37 years. I haven't been to this spot. I've been to Cape Town. I've been to Cape Town for 12 years. I haven't driven in Cape Town for 37 years. I haven't walked around Constantia for 37 years. So I'm trying to remember, see how much I can remember. I don't actually have a very good short-term memory. Isn't it lovely? So you can walk anywhere on this estate. It's a really, really good place for walking. Well, it is the middle of the day now and it's too hot and I need to go for a swim. There's a good ride. There's another good ride. There's a nice picnic area down there. This is the restaurant inside. See, they have these oak barrels everywhere. Ostrich on the menu. Trout. Survived walking around Constantia, 27 degrees in the sun. So I'm not going to Klein Constantia. So our house was between the two farms, and then I'm going for some at MUIZENBERG. This is another area where we used to have a good canter across. There's just like this random empty area. Don't know why. Really good for a canter though. And then, yeah, I'm driving towards my house. So this is the road. It's up to my house. Gates, yeah, you see, we used to be able to that way. Through that security complex. Hello! Can we visit?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
You know where to go?
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh, you're opening the thing by magic. Okay. Thank you. Okay, those gates are new. Behind the road. I don't really know where I'm going at all. I'm just going for a drive actually. So I think I need a swim. So yeah, so we used to have a good canter up there next to the grapevines. And they've got a huge dam at the top as well. And then someone's got a bleeding windmill up here. So, let's have a look what it says. Oh, I can turn here. Okay. There's some more houses up that way. So I'm going this way. This is like the traditional approach. This is the original driveway to the farm. Over there, there's a white building, that's a Kramat. Some famous political prisoner was taken into slavery and then he was buried there. Muslim. Yeah, that's their building, and then it's down here as well, this little group. Oh, it's been rebuilt here. Rebuilt since I was here. Yeah. So, a lot of the slaves in the Cape Colony were political prisoners. So I'm going this way. That's the original driveway, which I used to use. I'm going this way around. It's not as busy as Constantia, and it's privately owned. So there's the new wine cellars at Klein, Constantia, and the date 1685. So the first wine people came here in 1652, and it used to be really run down in the 80s. It was bought by the Yerster family, and they fixed it up, turned it into one of the top wine farms, and they still live in the house. So yeah, sweeter wines. This is sweet wine at the bottom, and then further up you get that's Sauvignon Blanc, the SB. It's on the mountain slopes. Mine is buried in that Kramat. So there's a holy circle of burial tombs in this area. There's pilgrims who come here. That's where the wine is kept. Oh, there's lots of nice barrels down there. This is a little path across the river. This is a little river we have at our house. And there's a little farm workers' houses. Remember they're being rebuilt. The old ones were just like a slum that was demolished. They had no electricity running or anything. So this is the drive going the other way past my house. So when you get to this point here, at this point, these are all our trees over here on the left. Okay, all that. But it's still quite familiar. There's a really nice shopping centre in Constantia. It's called Constantia Village. This is me, a South African supermarket. What, shopping centre? Clothes. And then there's the body shop. So pretty shop here. And two supermarkets. It's Pick n Pay and Woolworths. Woolworths is more upmarket one. And some really good coffee shops. I'll show you the one I went to. Seattle coffee, really nice in there. You can go on a lovely drive from Constantia. You drive up the mountain as if you're going towards Hout Bay. So you drive to Constantia Neck. When you get there, you can turn right. There's a really good fruit stall, actually. There's some really good stalls up there, which we went to. But you can turn right. You go past Kirstenbosch, which is the National Botanic Garden. It's got all the indigenous plants from South Africa in there. And then you drive further on through Bishop's Court to Newlands.
Hey darling, can I tell you what's been on my mind? Sick and tired of the 9 to 5 in the city life. Hey darling, we could get out of town, see the beautiful world around, wanna see it now. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Hey darling, I love it when it's me and you on the road with a couple of tunes in a car for two. Hey darling, you know we're gonna have a really good time, driving in the middle of the night when the stars are bright. Pack our bags and get in that car, leave a little note and we'll drive real far. Let's get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty, with the wind blowing in your hair. We can look back someday, baby, don't you understand that we only get one life? I wanna make it count, honey, come on now and take my hand. Get out, we can leave this city, let's drive to the open air. Yeah, the countryside is so pretty.
Oh, we need bananas. What about mango? 3 for 60.
No, those.
Don't look quite right.
I know it's nothing new, but it's so good to see you. We do this every day, and I'm still so amazed by you. So hold me tight through the night. It's just us two, me and you.
So this is the road where I used to live until I was 9 years old in Claremont. It's these lovely oak trees. This house has also been demolished, although it was Victorian. I think they're built flats or something. I'm just trying to remember all these places, but I do remember the trees. This car is very noisy. That's number 9. Here it is on the left. And let's see what it looks like. Yeah, so they've got a huge, no, the neighbours have a huge garage. It's got a single garage and a big gate, so you can't really see, but there's the house there. But that was where, actually, Maybe that number 11 is, maybe that's because they built flats next door, you see over there. Maybe that's why number 9 is like, used to be like a Victorian detached house. So, do you remember any of that? I remember the trees on the road, that's great. Yeah, so here they've built like big houses. These are all new houses now. On this side here, they just knock everything down. Build new. You see, it's like flats. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you're enjoying my travel series on Cape Town. Please like, subscribe, leave me a comment, tell me what you think I've left out, what I should see next time.